Hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Review today. Let's go down and see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews. Oh no, this is Tiger. Let me read what's on the label here. Tiger, the label caught my eye because it's got the tiger. It's got a real pretty label. Cap's got a real nice tiger on the top of it. Got a feeling the cap and the label may be the best part of this deal here, guys. It says established in 1932. This is brewed by Asia Pacific Breweries, and they are out of Singapore. According to my information, this is the most popular beer in Singapore. It's brewed with malt from Europe and Australia. It's developed by Heineken. Asia Pacific Breweries started to brew in 1931. Got really popular by World War II. And groups in the Far East, soldiers took some beers home to introduce it. A light yellow lager coming in at 5%. Doesn't have the ABV on the bottle here anywhere, I don't think. I haven't seen it. But this is an imported beer from Singapore. It's got Tiger embossed on the back of the bottle there, so I imagine that cost them a pretty penny to have a specific bottle made just for the beer there. Anything else on here? Brewed, and it's brewed for export only. So evidently they're brewing something different to send to us than what they're serving over there. So from what I'm read, this is their macro lager. This is their Budweiser, Miller, or Coors, so have you. So I bought this because it was from another country and just wanted to give it a shot. But like it's brewed by a branch of Heineken now, and I think that's part of InBev. I think I'm not exactly sure, but. The style has here is an American adjunct lager, so it's probably not going to be hitting on a whole lot here, guys. This is going to be pretty close to what a macro lager is over here, which is a Bud, Miller, of course. The availability is year-round. The food parameters, it says cuisine is barbecue, Indian, Latin American, the Thai. The cheese is a pepper, Monterey pepper jack. Meat is shellfish. Glassware, pint glass, the Becker, the non-ink tumbler, the Pilsner glass, the Pokal. This is the glass I'm going to be using for this beer today, guys, and it is not recommended for extended cellaring. But I don't see a date on the label anywhere, and don't see anything digitized on the bottle. And that stuff looks like it is almost like water in the bottle. It's a round bottle, but boy, I tell you what, it is super clear in there. So that cap will be saved and go to the fridge. It is not a twist off, so homebrewers can reuse these bottles. Not quite a 12 ounce, I think it's like 11.2 ounces. So, alright guys, into the glass, yeah buddy, it is a very pale lager. Looks exactly like Budweiser in the glass, or a Miller, or a Coors. Exactly like it. I mean, if I was I'd be blindfolded when you poured it, and looked at it now. Let's get a nose on it. Yeah. I'm getting a little bit of graininess, a little bit of breadiness in there too. It smells like a typical macro lager. Grassy, grainy, a little bready. Probably a little corn in there too. If it's an adjunct lager, they're probably saving money by putting corn and rice and all that other stuff in there, guys. Didn't pour it super aggressive, and it had just a little bit of a head, and it's dissipated now. So let's give it a taste, guys. Cheers. From Singapore. Very thin, very watery, very weak. Not a whole lot of taste there. Typical macro lager. Cannot tell this is imported. Tastes like what you'd pour right out of a Budweiser or a Miller. This is a little on the lighter side. It may be leaning more toward a Miller Lite or a Coors Light. Not a whole lot of taste at all there. Definitely a weed eater beer, guys. I believe I'd rather have a PBR than to have this. Pretty bland, pretty thin. Typical macro lager. This one just happened to come from Singapore. Wasted a lot of time getting it over here just to be a garbage beer, guys. Stick around, I'll be right back. Not impressed. Alright guys, I'm back. It didn't take long. I'm not going to savor this too long. This is a typical macro lager from Singapore. It's not bad. It's just nothing special. I mean, it's just like going down to the 7-Eleven and getting a Coors Light. Final chug, guys. It was 90 degrees and you were cutting the grass or weed eating. Ice cold. Yeah, could deal with it. Wouldn't seek this beer out again. Wouldn't purchase it. But if you're a macro lager drinker and you're in Singapore or you're somewhere where you see this beer, it is an average macro lager, adjunct lager beer. So nothing special to write home about. I actually had a little bit tastier macro lager. So very easy drinking. Very sessionable. Could be a chick beer. Guys, as far as I'm concerned, it's a 3. It's a D. It's a little below average for a craft beer. That's basically what I try to review here. And I've seen it, and it was from Singapore, and it was a lager. Usually I'm not a big lager fan on top of that anymore, guys. But this is pretty lightweight lager on top of that. Not a lot of taste here. So Beer Advocate comes up with a 67, which is in their pour range, and Rate Beer has 7 overall. Single digits, 7. And 53 in the style. So not impressive numbers, and I agree with that. It's not a bad beer. It's just not a great beer. It's a very average macro lager. So that being said, guys, if you've had it, let me know. Loved it. Couldn't stand it. Best thing you ever had. Very typical. You usually don't see me review this type of beers. It was from Singapore. That was the only reason I picked it up. Had a nice label, nice cap. Nice cap. Best part of that beer was the cap. Like I said, guys, tell me tomorrow. I'm not going to promise it's going to be a better beer, but we're going to look in the fridge and see what's in there. I bought some beers from different countries the last time I was there, and this is one of them, and I think there's a couple more in there, so we'll see what tomorrow brings. Join me then. We'll see you together. See y'all then.